What's going on, guys? It's your boy Dunn Q, and I'm doing a commentary late at night. I'm probably not gonna get any sleep, but you know what? I don't sleep much, and that's okay. Bringing you guys a Black Ops 3 beta gameplay. This is a hard point, and the game is like almost 10 minutes long because my team isn't really doing a whole lot, and also because I'm pretty much just spawn camping and going for all the kills, slaying, and I'm not going for the objective as much as I should have, so that's why the game didn't go as quick as it should have. Like right here, I wasn't playing objective at all. I was just sitting outside the hard point going for kills. But anyway, today's 9/11. It's a very special day for two reasons. One, today's my girlfriend's birthday, so shout out to my girlfriend. She's turning 19. Woo! We're gonna celebrate and go to Canada. You know what we're doing there. And second of all, today is the dreadful day that the two towers fell, two twin towers, and I'm gonna focus less on that and focus a little bit more on the positive side of New York City, because I've never been to New York City until this past summer. That all changed. I went on a family vacation in New York City, and it was a great time. It was amazing. The city's beautiful. I have a lot to talk about. I'm just trying to think of everything I did off the top of my head. I got some pictures to show you guys that you'll see over the gameplay. I hope you guys don't mind that the gameplay cut in and out with pictures, but you know what? That's just too bad because I haven't really shared the pictures on social media as much as I should have, because I just didn't really pay attention. Because when you're on vacation, I'd rather focus more on the trip rather than, posting it to the internet, but that's just me. And I guess I'd rather just talk about it later. But anyhow, so I went to New York City this past summer with my family, and right off the bat noticed a lot of different things. Like, first things first, everyone still smokes cigarettes in New York. Like, it's really weird, but everyone still does. And if you still smoke cigarettes, no offense to you, like, you do you, but I'm just saying, everyone in the city still smokes cigarettes. And like, it doesn't matter who you are. If you just got off of work, if you're just some bum on the street, everyone smokes cigarettes, and they're just littered all over the sidewalks and the streets everywhere. So that was kind of the dirtier side, I guess you could say, about the city, is the fact that there's just cigarettes everywhere. And yeah, it was really different for me to see that. And then another thing I noticed walking through very crowded areas of people, because there's people everywhere. I noticed how much taller I am than a lot of the people in the city. I'm about 6'3", just shy of 6'3", and I could see over crowds of people like nothing. I could see like hundreds of people in front of me over the top of everyone. So I guess everyone's just short in New York City, I guess. I don't know, because I could see over everybody. So when we're taking our route from Michigan to New York, because that's where I'm from, is good old state of Michigan. We actually crossed a tunnel to New York City because my mother's terribly afraid of bridges. We went through an underground tunnel called the Lincoln Tunnel, and it went underwater to the city of Manhattan. So that was really cool. You didn't really know you were underwater. You just kind of went into a tunnel and out. You popped out on the other side. And another thing that I noticed, there's so much to remember. Another thing I did was, not that I did, every morning you'd wake up and hear the sounds of car horns. Like, that's another thing I noticed. Like, when I just got into the city, we just came into traffic, like heading to Times Square, because our hotel was just a couple blocks down from Times Square. There's just car horns going everywhere, just beeping like constantly. Quad feed. Sorry, but just car horns beeping constantly, and I didn't realize it until my later in the vacation. I was trying to cross the street, just ahead of trying to get ahead of traffic and whatnot, and I got honked at. I almost got ran over by a taxi, but he stopped and honked at me. So all the car horns that you hear are people driving taxis honking the shit out of their horns at people in the road because they have places to go. They're trying to get places to make their money. They're trying to take people where they got to go and get the next people in their cars, because that's taxi service. So everyone's honking constantly, and it was just crazy to me just hearing the car horns like all the time. It was nuts. And then what I did do was I took pictures, as you guys are going to see right here. I took pictures of every Porsche in New York that I while walking through the street I came across, because I just think Porsches are awesome, and I've never seen so many like in person, like at one time in one area. There's also BMWs everywhere, Maseratis. Didn't see any Lamborghinis. Saw lots of Porsches and Mustangs, Corvettes, as you can imagine. Just lots of nice exotic cars. And then on top of that, I saw this car garage while walking through the city, and it had like all these supercars, and I guess it's like some club where you could sign up and actually for a fee drive all these nice ass cars around the city. I'm not really sure how that worked exactly, but you could just drive around the city in these nice cars. But here's a couple pictures, as you'll see. Here's a McLaren 12C, and then there's also a Porsche in there, a Ford GT. That's my dad actually next to that. And it was just crazy seeing all those cars. Like, when I was walking down the street, saw the garage at the corner of my eye, and I was like, wow, we have to stop and walk in there. And the guy who was in there was like totally cool about, just walking up to the cars and taking photos and whatnot. And then on top of that, we went on a bike ride around the island of Manhattan. We took a ferry from the island of Manhattan to the other side. I don't know where we went exactly. We actually crossed on a ferry like right next to the Statue of Liberty. So that was really cool to see that. We didn't go to the Statue of Liberty though, because I don't know, we didn't really feel like it was that special. I mean, you would just you have to pay to go take a boat there, and then you're stuck on the island. You got to take a boat back and whatnot. So we went bike riding also, and what was really cool to me, we went up on top of a couple different buildings. One of them we visited was the Rockefeller building. It was called the Top of the Rock, and it's a pretty tall building, but it's not taller than the Empire State or the new One World Trade Center building by any means, but it's still pretty tall, and it had a really nice scenic view, and it was a great view of when the sunset was coming over the city, or coming down over the city, I should say. And probably the best experience that we had was going up top the One World Trade Center. So here's a couple photos of that as well. And it's just amazing. Like, from the bottom looking up, it looks like it goes on forever. And when you get to the top, actually on your way up, you get into this elevator, and it takes you, I forget how many stories it is. Don't hate me if I'm wrong, but I want to say it's like, I want to say 216, maybe more, maybe less. It might be 160. I swear there's a 6 in there somewhere, but I don't know. But while you're in the elevator going up, it shows you a huge like cinematic like display of the city building from like the 1800s up until now, of all the building of New York happening as you get to the top. And once you get to the top, there's a 360-degree view where you can just walk around. There's obviously a thick glass like protecting you, but you can walk and see. Here's a couple pictures of that. You can see everywhere, across Manhattan to Brooklyn, everywhere. It's just to Queens. It's enormous. Like, it's crazy being up there. And while I'm thinking of it, another thing that really irked me and freaked me out was that we were on top of the Rockefeller building, and the sound of hearing an airplane go by overhead just gave me the chills. It was like, wow, like, I don't really want to think about that. Like, hearing the airplane, it just scared me, because like it was flying really low, and it just made me wonder, like, why would they ever fly that low? But after that one plane that I heard fly really low, really loudly, we didn't ever see one or hear one come like that low ever again. So that was a sigh of relief. And so yeah, if you guys ever think about going to New York, I would highly recommend it. It's a great city. You're gonna see a lot. You're gonna see a lot of different people. Some black guy in the street tried selling me his mixtape. I swear to God, I was walking by and he just threw a CD in my face, and you just gotta shake your head and keep walking. And there's lots of street performers, people dressed up as Elmo, Mickey Mouse, lots of Disney characters. It's just a circus out there almost every day. It's a party. But this gameplay's wrapping up. I didn't cover much of the gameplay, but it's just a change of pace. I just want to do a commentary and tell you guys about my experience in New York, because it's 9/11. So have a great day, guys. I'm out of here. Deuces.